Lil Uzi Vert done dropped some great music over the years, but as time went on,
That
his
hair
career been on a
is insane.
decline. I hate to say it. Uzi just dropped Eternal Take 2 to horrible reviews the other day. When this album dropped, the whole internet was just having a field day with it. It was like, this is terrible. But we gotta find out how we got here. People been looking at Uzi kind of sideways really since the start of the 2020s. Going back to when the original Eternal Take released. Back when it came out, people did like the album a lot. A lot of the world enjoyed the album while some others didn't. But it sold 300,000 copies first week. He comes out, drops the deluxe, full of grails, full of songs people wanted over the years. But it was one problem with the album. Even though a lot of the fans loved the album, Uzi didn't. He came out saying publicly that he felt like Eternal Take wasn't his best body of work.
You're making me want to drink some water.
I say that music wasn't great. It would have been an amazing project for anyone else, but the music wasn't that great. It's great ride music, and it could live. You know how it go. Maybe in a little bit of time, there might be a hit off there. Usually, my stuff is an automatic hit. I had one or two great songs out of a whole deluxe and the whole album. After I sat back, you know how you in the studio and you listen to music so loud that your ears bleeding. I actually taking my time this time. I got no problem putting out a leaked song, but sometimes it's personal. Sometimes it's like the time and everything, and the come on Uzi, we need to drop it. I didn't want it to go on for 3 years, so I dropped this album, and the music was tolerable. It's not, oh my God, crazy, but the music is definitely there. And what's crazy is him saying that is kind of interesting after the recent album.
Bro, you know what I'm starting to learn about the new youth? The new youth, y'all attention span is fuck, bro. Like, nigga can drop something today, y'all want something else tomorrow. If I'm an artist, you gotta know that I'm not about to drop something today, tomorrow, next day. So one time shop drop. You gotta live with this until it's time for me to drop again, especially if I'm signed to a label. Can't drop like that. I can't. It's out of my hands. Bruh, when I was like younger, coming up on music, we used to just sit. Sometimes an artist will not give you an album for the next 3 or 4 years. You had to just sit with their one album. Some of them, they was doing mixtapes. And then some, they was just dropping albums every once in a while. But like, I feel like when it comes to music, you gotta give it time. You gotta chill and listen to it. That's why a lot of y'all be just saying, "Oh, this is ass. This is trash. This is da 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 da" when it first come out, because you don't give the album time to listen to it. And for me personally, I got a musical ear, so I like to listen to the beats. Then I go listen to the lyrics. But I don't know. I'm a different type of. I just got a musical ear.
Album that we just got. But we're gonna get back
I ain't
to
gonna
this
lie,
part
some of the new music I haven't
like
really been going back to.
Wasn't
like
that good, and I
bro.
think we kind of seen how he felt with how he was dropping music over the next year. He would drop Eternal Take, and in that same year dropped the whole new album with Future. And leading up to Eternal Take, it was a big gap between albums. So for him to put out a new body of work within the same year that fast meant something, even though it was a collab tape. But this project also came with decent reviews. It had
That's
some
a
big
great
songs
album
there.
right there.
People
I'm not
was
gonna
happy
lie.
with Uzi. They were satisfied with the amount of Uzi music we was getting. They were satisfied with how the music was sounding. People was just rocking with Uzi for a little bit. But all of that was until he started to get into some problems outside of the music. For a little history lesson on Uzi, at the start of his career, he was with a woman named Brittany Berg, and their relationship was real public. She was in a couple of his music videos. He would always be dropping bars about her. He was in love with Brittany. Basically, she had a big part to play in his music career and life at the start of everything he had going on. But with time, they ended up breaking up. She went her own way, he went his own way. And this is where they come back around to each other. Back in 2021, a year after Eternal Take, Uzi just so happened to be out of Hollywood. Guess who he seen? Brittany. But it wasn't just her.
Uzi
She
broke
was
up?
with a man named St. John. Now, St. John and Uzi, not no strangers with each
Bro,
other.
I ain't
They
heard
got
from
songs
St.
going
John
back
in a
from
minute.
2020, and this happened in 2021. So I don't know if Uzi seen a man that he made music with out with his ex-girl and crashed out or what. But when Uzi seen these two out in Hollywood, he
I ain't gonna
tweeted.
lie. I don't know if it's just me. When he said he saw Britney, I thought this nigga was talking about Britney Spears, and like nigga just found a new artist kicking it with Britney Spears. I didn't know this nigga was talking about Uzi ex Britney. Nigga, I didn't even know Uzi had an ex named Britney.
So he see him out. He get out his car.
Where's
He
JT?
rushed both of them, and all three of them get to arguing. TMZ said Uzi threw a punch, missed, and when he missed, he fell. But not only did Uzi fall,
tried to fight
his
St.
gun
John?
fell out his pocket. And this when Brittany got up and started to approach Uzi. And this where all hell broke loose. Allegedly, when she approached Uzi, he grabbed the gun, pushed it into Britney's stomach and allegedly hit her. And when Britney was asked what she was out doing with
Uzi, you out here putting your hands on with him? Whoa, Uzi. Bro, look, I'm gonna give y'all some free game, bro. Look, if I know it might hurt. But if you see your ex out with another nigga, you just, hey, bro, it's time to move on, man. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Uzi, what about JT? And why you putting a gun in this woman's stomach? Yeah, it's time to move on.
St. John, she said they was just discussing a business project. And after Uzi allegedly did what he did, she called the cops and filed a police report. And over the next few months,
allegedly,
we would see the case unfold and what would come of that situation. February 2022, Uzi got past the plea deal.
Is his story legit? Because I don't know none of these situations that's going on right now.
Court them one count each of felony assault with a firearm and misdemeanor injury to a girlfriend. We're told he's sentenced to 3 years of formal probation, 1 year treatment for mental health and substance abuse, and 52 weeks of DV counseling, restitution, and a 10-year criminal protective order. Lil Uzi Vert caught the plea deal after prosecutors charged him with 3 felonies: assault with a firearm, criminal threats, and DV, plus a misdemeanor charge of carrying a loaded firearm. And if we really looking at it, he got lucky as hell. He allegedly pointed a gun into somebody's stomach and got off with no jail time. In some classes, a regular nigga would have got years off of something like this, but it's Uzi, he got money. But this situation did have people looking at Uzi kind of crazy. They was like, ain't no way you putting your hands on a woman and beefing with this dude over your ex-girlfriend. Why you done had a girlfriend for years at this point? At this point, Uzi had been with JT since 2019, and this went down in 2021. But this ain't the end of the situation. Fast forward to 2023, 2 years after everything went down, Uzi and St. John was out at the Rock Nation brunch taking pictures with each other. They seem to be back cool.
Them niggas taking pictures like they was talking crazy about Britney ass on the side. That nigga St. Paul was like, bro, I see you out of fuck. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not. Cause y'all niggas gonna take that out of context. I ain't got time to reason with y'all niggas in the comments. These niggas look like they done had a side conversation about Britney and they was on the same topic. And Uzi was like, nigga, I ain't ever. St. Paul, you my nigga, bro. You know I was just tripping about the bitch. I just pulled a gun out. I was a little mad. I wasn't gonna do shit. I fuck with you now, my brother. Fuck her. These niggas the best of friends. They just wanted to fight a week ago.
It seemed like they squashed the beef, but someone ain't like this. Britney got online and spoke on these two
Damn, that
friends.
little pussy got some power,
said, you
man.
a bitch, he a bitch, y'all like twin sisters.
Damn, Britney.
She deleted the tweet. And really since then, that was the last time we heard of Uzi and Britney getting into it. But this leads us into his next album, Pink Tape. After everything he had been involved in, he comes out and announces his next album, Pink Tape. For a while, he was out just teasing the project, building up hype for it, but eventually it came out to some mixed reviews. People didn't say it was trash. People didn't say it was amazing. And that was because of one thing, how experimental the project was. See, with this album, Uzi wasn't necessarily putting his best songs on it. He was experimenting a lot. Let me show you this clip from the second channel.
Bro, that's another thing people gotta learn to understand when it comes to artists. Bro, it's just like any creative person in the world. You want to experiment. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all viewers be watching my channel and they be like, oh brother, here go this nigga with another boring ass vlog. Where are the fucking reactions? Well, guess what, bro? I just be experimenting, trying to find my space. Cause in reality, I don't want to sit here and do reactions. I don't. But I do it because I done came such a long way with doing reactions. It would be dumb for me to stop and just give y'all something else. Plus, a lot of y'all actually come to my channel for reactions. Y'all don't come for no vlogs. Y'all don't come for no creative videos. Y'all don't come for whatever the case may be. Y'all come to sit here and watch me react to a video. So it will throw y'all all the way left field if I just start hitting y'all with all type of other videos. Unless y'all actually enjoy it, then yeah. But other than that, we low-key wasting each other's time because I'm trying to dip into a whole nother bag that y'all ain't got no interest in. So yeah. But you gotta learn though, like, ain't nothing wrong with experimenting. If you are a creative person, you will understand what I mean by ain't nothing wrong with experimenting. Sometimes you can get comfortable. Sometimes you can get complacent. Sometimes you can be just doing something to lead you into other spaces. Ain't nothing wrong with some creativity. Now for the supporters side, it's all on how they're gonna critique your creativeness, because they either gonna rock with it or they not. Some of them gonna be like, "What the fuck, bro, got going on? I'm never coming back." But it's like, bro, it's all on the fans' point of view for real. But in music, I learned this one thing, bro. And it's really only in the music field, bro. When an artist tend to be creative and try to like switch up their flow or their sound, oh, it's shortcut for them. It's dead weight for them. Their supporters is gonna start looking at them like, what the fuck is this? What happened to the old music? This ain't you. You about to give us this every time. So now every time you make some music, even if you're not being creative no more, you giving them the regular game, they gonna look at you like, oh, here go this nigga being creative again. We don't wanna. And like how I said, the new generation attention span is so shortened. So it's like, even if I go back to the regular old me, y'all done been said fuck my ass and found somebody else new to listen to. So it's like, yeah, man, it's tough. Now, if you can hold that support system, you good. Matter of fact, if you can just hold your spot, you good all together, because that means you got a team around you and just you as yourself and your supporters. Y'all got a great understanding of knowing that you was just trying to have a little bit of creativity differences with the team. That's all. You was just trying to find your spot.
He comes out with Pink.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a little different in the creative.
I like Pink. You know, you like the right music. The right music wasn't bad because I kind of like. I'm real open minded. I talk about music for a living. I gotta be open minded. I listen to anything as long as it sounds good. But these songs didn't sound good. I ain't gonna lie. Like this right here, you can't defend. Nigga, this is an anime theme song. I'm not listening to this. Nah,
that is kind of crazy right there. Hell no.
There's no way you defending that.
But
bro.
see,
that
you can't terrible. Like, even you as a supporter, like how he just said he not listening to this. Somebody else might actually listen to that and they might be like, fuck with this. Or either you could be looking at it from Uzi's standpoint. That could be the type of music he actually really wants to do, but because of him being signed to a label, he got to make that type of music. And not even that. The type of music he been making is pleasing to the people, so he gotta please his supporters. That suck though. I ain't gonna say that gotta suck, because I'm understanding of, like how I just said, I really want to do something else. I don't want to react, but I gotta please the people that I done brought in front of me. I can't just leave y'all high and dry. That'd be terrible with me, man.
This is when I realized Uzi was washing. And speaking of my second channel, Get Like
I wouldn't say he's washing. He just
streaming and uploading
dipping into a different creative bag. He in the creative zone.
If you enjoy my content over here, I
that
promise
don't mean
you,
you're
gonna enjoy it over there. But yeah, Uzi came out, dropped this album, a mixed reception, but overall, people did enjoy it, minus the experimental
people
songs.
People gotta understand the difference between actually being washed and wanting to try something different. Those are two completely different bags. Just because I try something different is not pleasing you, that don't mean I'm washed. That don't mean I'm never coming back. I don't think if Uzi was washed, he wouldn't have been on Casa Extreme the other day. And that was both of them niggas came in with 200 subs and the stream ain't even started yet. We just saw the waiting screen. If that ain't not washed, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Sometimes just because you don't have a certain amount of people rooting for you right now don't mean you ain't always gonna have a good backing. Like I just said, some of them people are just there for the moment. They're not there for the whole full movie. They're there for that one quick scene. That clip forming that you've been doing, they're there for that clip forming only. They're there for that specific part. And they gonna leave right after that scene cut off. Them loyal people, they gonna stay. They gonna stay the whole ride. Not all of them gonna stay the whole ride, but majority of them, they not gonna leave you.
rock songs he had on the album, the anime theme song he had put at the end of the album. But it did start up a convo on if Uzi was washed or not. People were still excited. People was like, okay, Uzi might have just had one little bad album, and it's fine because it has some decent songs on there. So let's see what else he got to drop. And over this next year,
I'm not gonna lie too. I don't want to keep posing like this, but I'm a music head, and like way before this whole YouTube thing, I wanted to be a producer. So like, I'm a music head. And I studied the music game, all that, bro. What I learned about music too is that, like, nigga, and let's go back to what he just now said, bro. Just because you put out one bad album, and I say this too because, like I just said, I'm a music head, bro. You know how many artists I'm fans of? You know how many bad albums they done put out? And the artists that I'm talking about, I ain't gonna name them, but the artists that I'm talking about are some big top artists. Nigga, they put out 1 or 2 bad albums. You go back and you listen to them, they actually be turning out to be good. And not only that, you gonna leave me, you as my supporter, you gonna leave me because I had one bad album? You worse than the bitches I be talking to out here. Damn. You gonna leave me because I had one bad album? Then the next album come out, everybody loving it. Not only is everybody loving it, nigga, everybody playing it everywhere. You hear it, now you want to be the top fan. Get your goobly goober ass out my face, nigga.
Uzi really wouldn't been in news crazy or starting bad controversies, but he did go through a phase that every rapper go through, where they come out saying they're gonna retire or something, but never do. Back at the end of 2023, Uzi came out saying that he don't know if he gonna keep rapping or not. But 2024, we would see something from Uzi, and y'all know what this year is: the Whip It epidemic. If y'all remember,
is Uzi really on Whip It?
It was kind of happening with Uzi. People were seeing videos of him huffing balloons, doing nitrous. People was questioning. They was wondering what Uzi had going on because the whipping stuff get crazy. And what makes everything worse is him allegedly being on whippers is sad because last year in June,
it is
Uzi
sad.
was speaking
That's
on
a
how
real
he
sad
went to rehab for
man.
7 months. Uzi said, "I'm lucky to have the people in my life who truly care about me and my well-being." Uzi explained specifically, Rock Nation CEO helped him get into this program that he didn't want to do, but he had to. He also said, "Now I can say that it was a great thing to do. I spent 7 months in rehab. The first month and a half was hard, but after that, it started to get easy because the people there was my family. They showed me many different routes." And
bro, that's another thing that the viewers don't really know unless it's informed to them. Man, I watched the Michael Jackson documentary on Hulu. Bro, that documentary broke my heart because it's like the people, his team around him was feeding him drugs just so he could go do what he could go do. And they ain't even noticed that they was feeding him drugs so bad that he couldn't, it was impossible for him to do what he wanted to do because he's so drugged up, bro. He's supposed to be out here putting on a show for y'all. Meanwhile, y'all making them happy by just feeding them drugs on top of drugs on top of drugs. And I don't even realize, bro, they feed him so many drugs. This nigga can't even get out of bed, walk, talk, none of that. Bro, one thing I learned about, like, the fame game, especially if you famous enough and you surrounded around some people that ain't good for you, that team gonna feed some bullshit into your body so you can go get some money. And I don't even realize, bro, if I don't make it to the next day, y'all ain't gonna see this money no more. Hell, I'm for sure not about to see this money no more. So I don't know where you about to get it from. Bro, it's a cold game out here. It's a cold game out here. One thing I learned about artists, though, even some actors, like the team they be having behind them, you can't have no users behind you because they don't want to see nothing from you but for you to gain more of what they can use on you. You don't want that type of, you gotta watch your team. That's why I keep on saying I like what Kyle was saying to Fousey, bro. Get you some real people behind you that want to genuinely see you win, not crash out and burn just to win. Cause bro, you gonna crash out and burn, and there ain't gonna be nothing left.
Different outlets and ways to cope with life. We did a lot of group talks, a lot of writing on whiteboards. I was so sure that it wasn't gonna work, but it was surprisingly effective. And if you remember, on Pink Tape, he had a song called Rehab, where Uzi was speaking on the struggles he had in rehab. So for people to see Uzi on Nitrous after everything he came out publicly saying about his drug use was sad for people to see. But we weren't really hearing nothing from him about the Nitrous until he came out and dropped Eternal Take 2. See, this album really came out of the blue. He basically did what Tyler did with the Chromacopia rollout. Good album, by the way. But Uzi came out saying
Chromacopia is good.
Dropping. He did some promo, had some IG posts, had a fake UFO flying around New York, and dropped the album. But this with Chromacopia and Eternal Take 2 differs. EA2 came out, and it wasn't good. And it's not.
I gotta actually listen.
I love Uzi. Uzi done made some
EA2
great songs over the years.
I skimmed through it. I didn't really like listen.
And what's crazy is some of Uzi's biggest fans didn't even like the project. Hell, Platboy Max wasn't feeling the album, and it's the same man that said Ken Carson was better than Tupac.
I would rather listen to Ian than Tyler, the Creator. I said it. Get mad, cry. I listen to Ken more than Tyler, but Ken is not better. What? Like, this is the dumbest ever, bro. Yes, Tyler, the Creator, is more musically inclined than Ken Carson.
Me
but
personally, I wouldn't say it's a lot of include my favorite artists. It's a lot of people Tyler the Creator killing. I only say that though because I have a musical ear. Max got a musical ear too. I be watching him. Max be making some great music, and he actually be like producing, recording, all of that. Max got a good musical ear. That's just his musical preference too. Me personally, I've kind of outgrown hip hop a little bit. I love hip hop. I got a passion for hip hop. Hip hop is my hip hop is number one for me in the music genre. But bro, as you get older, music started to change. It's not the same no more. And mostly everybody just rap about the same thing. It's either that or they just not rapping about nothing. It's like no passion behind it no more. And if I'm listening to something and you don't have a passion in it, it's kind of hard for my musical ear to catch on. I listen to Ian and Lucky and all the new people. I listen to all of them. Ken Carson, I listen to all of them. But bro, when I be listening sometimes, you can tell it's no passion behind it. You can tell how them people don't want to be doing that for the next, I say probably 5 to 20 years. I give it 5. You can tell the people that want to come in just for the glitz and glamour of what the music industry give you are the people who want to make longevity out of this. Tyler the Creator is a longevity type of nigga. And I say that to say this. Bro, I remember being a kid when Tyler the Creator first came out. Nigga. When this nigga ate that roach, bro, I used to wake up, bro. I used to be getting ready for high school in the morning, and that video would come on every morning, and I used to look at it. I was not a Tyler fan at the time, bro. I used to look at that shit, and I used to be like, who in the fuck is this nigga eating bugs? I hope this nigga don't last. Nigga, as I got older, and I started listening to Tyler, especially as time went on and he started to musically change. Bro, Tyler is a fucking musical genius, my nigga. Like, that nigga got parts of artists that I wouldn't even think that nigga got inside of him. Pause. But that nigga got like a different type of musical soul. And that right there, that's when you got a different type of musical soul. For me, that's different, because it's like, I know you gonna make some music that I wouldn't agree to you making, but I know when I hear it, I might fall in love with it. Like the new Tyler Creator music that's been going on, I actually like that better than his old music. And I still listen to She, all that today. Like, it's just like, I don't know, it's a different type of music box, and it's like him giving us him. Yeah.
Certain point, how are you gonna say another better bot and this that you talking about, bro? And this is why I'm always gonna tell you that Ken Carson is better than Tupac. Dead ass.
I feel what
Ken
Max
Carson
saying
is
though.
better than Tupac.
I feel what Max saying.
Yo, bro.
Bro, Tupac is one of my favorite artists. Tupac is one of my favorite artists. As I got older though, and I actually like once I started listening to like everything involved in music, from what they saying to the beats, how it's mixed and mastered, all that, syncing, all that. Bro, once I started actually listening to Tupac is a good rapper. His music just wasn't mixed and mastered, so it kind of take away from like that sound. And you listen to it's not bad though, because 9 times out of 10 most of the new age artists music not mixed and mastered, so it's kind of hard to judge an artist off of that. But Tupac was a good artist. He just either had terrible beats like how Nas did, or his music just wasn't mixed and mastered. So it's like when you're trying to listen to it, you like, oh, that's kind of ass. But it's not really. Me personally, this is just my personal opinion. I don't know what y'all might think, but my personal opinion, I'm a fan of Tupac music. But now if I had to choose between him and Biggie, I might say Biggie, because Biggie music it gave a different sound. Tupac music definitely gave a different sound, but it just wasn't mixed and mastered. And it's like, I don't know. I guess the music side of me is an ick. I don't know.
Carson makes better.
That's even
music
like
than Tupac.
niggas not rapping on
I don't
beat.
give a
Like
what
I
y'all
used to not
say.
like Dirk. I'm a
I
Dirk
don't care.
fan now.
He makes better
I
sounding
used to
music.
not like
Is
a
he
lot
more
of
musically
Chicago
inclined?
artists actually.
No, but he makes better sounding music to me. You can't tell me otherwise. Do you want to study my ears? I keep it very honest around here. That's why a lot of niggas hate my takes. So I'm about to tell y'all my honest truth.
Honesty
I know
is
I got
key.
different ears, so you might get mad, but I don't really give. How do I feel? I like 10 songs out of the 16. I'm a big Uzi fan. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I don't think this is best work. I feel like this is cool. I'm kind of disappointed a little bit. Better than Pink Tape. I think Pink Tape's underrated, bro. Pink Tape was not ass at all. That was a good project to me. I gotta listen again, bro. First listen, I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it stacked. I am. Because I got very high expectations for.
But it wasn't just Max. It was a lot of people who weren't really enjoying the album. And the thing is, it sounded
That's
like
why,
he was trying.
like, I'm not gonna lie, in life, as time goes on, I'm kind of glad I learned how to lower my expectations on things, because it gives me like, I don't know, it gives me more of a satisfaction if I'm watching something, or if I'm listening to something, or if I'm just whatever the case may be, and it involves my expectations. When you lower them and you don't get what you don't expect it, you be chill. I guess that's why I accept music how it is now, because I lower my expectations. I don't go in and listen to an album and thinking, oh, this about to be the best album. Especially if you making like a remix to something, or you making a part 2. I don't be like, oh, this about to cook. No. Matter of fact, I'm the type of person where, like, if I'm listening to something and I start hearing it everywhere else, I fall out of love with that. That's like, baby, can you help me? When I start hearing everybody help me, I was like, I'm done with this shit. Nah. Cause it's y'all gonna ruin it for me, bro. No. Sometimes you gotta lower your expectations,
thing,
man.
but not in the right way. I don't know how to explain it. The deep voice tracks on this album was unlistenable. And another thing is the nitrous. People on Twitter was calling this the nitrous album, because that's what the album really sounded like. Some of these songs really sounded like he was just rapping off nitrous, and he actually dropped a nitrous bar on one of the songs. Uzi said they thought I was lost, they thought I was a dead guy, I was on the nos. The nitrous. And the news surrounding this album wasn't too good either. After he dropped the album, he had a quote-unquote feature from Big Time Rush on there. Yes, Big Time Rush. And I say quote-unquote because it wasn't really a feature. It was just some of the Big Time Rush members speaking about Uzi at the start of the song. But remember what I said.
I wonder how that
Some
song
of the Big Time
sound.
Rush members. One Big Time Rush member declined to do the Uzi feature.
I listened to
Carlos, his
Uzi
wife
part,
got
but
on
I
Twitter
didn't
and
listen to the
explained
actual song.
why he didn't get on the song. She wrote this: "Hey friends, wanted to get on here and address something. We work super hard to protect our values and the thing we believe in, especially when it comes to creating content that is mostly family friendly or what we would consider safe. Today a song was released that featured the BTR boys minus Carlos because it did not align with his values. While thankful for the opportunity, Carlos kindly passed.
I respect that.
Unfortunately, it was not credited properly and is currently being represented as a BTR feature, not a Kendall, Logan, and James feature. As a wife who watched Carlos navigate his values alone in the industry, not set up for family, I have been at times incredibly proud and totally heartbroken for him. This is not putting anyone down. We respectfully would like to make the people who follow us aware of the mishap and address that this is something he is not a part of. God bless." And for some reason, people on Twitter was mad at her. But you gotta remember, Twitter is Twitter and not real life. But this ain't the end of the story for the
told
time.
y'all social
Uzi
media
seen the
not
debates
real life,
people was
man.
having online about the project, and he did an interview with Complex, speaking on how he felt about fans debating on whether an album is good or not. Lil Uzi Vert likes it when fans are split about new music right after it drops.
Bro, what you gotta understand as a creator, when it comes to people creating your music, I think it gotta be an understanding on both sides, to be honest with you, from the supporter standpoint and from the creator standpoint. The creators gotta understand that whatever you platform to the world or whatever you bring out to the world, they either gonna like it or they not gonna like it. It's gonna be one of the two. Like, I don't drop a video and expect for it to get millions and millions of views. I do not. I be trying to tell people that too, bro. Like, I done told y'all several times, bro. There's been people that done told me to do whatever the case may be just to get a view. And, bro, the more and more I learn about being a content creator, y'all accept the real me before I give y'all something fake and watered down, because it's not me. And I'm giving y'all something fake and watered down just to please y'all. When, like I said at the beginning, with these artists, bro, when you drop something, they gonna expect this and that from you. But if you doing something just to please the people, that's gonna be them same people that's gonna come around just for that one little clip, and they gonna leave once they see the part of the clip. They're not gonna stick around for the full scene or the full movie. They don't give a fuck. They just here for whatever little moment you done created for them. So, bro, sometimes you can't like lose yourself trying to please the people. You gotta continue to be you, whether they like it or not. And you can't just, that's why I said you gotta lower your expectations too, because you can't expect for everybody to like everything that you do. It's gonna be at least out of 10 people. Listen to this very close. Listen to me very close, viewers. Out of 10 people, it might be 5 or 7 people that's not gonna like what you put out. Can you handle the fact that this guy gonna be out of 10 people? It's not gonna be 5 or 7 people that's not gonna. It might be all 10 people that's not gonna like what you put out. But guess what? It's gonna be 4 other people somewhere else that's gonna love it. It's gonna be 4 other people that's gonna love it, and that's the people who you stick with right there, cause they here for you. They're not here just for the second. They're not here just for the moment. They're not here just for the time being. They're not here just to hear what new you got. They've been going to the old and trying to get you to get back to the old. Even though you're moving up in the world, they here for you. Sometimes you gotta be appreciative, man. You gotta lower them expectations. You just gotta do what you do and drop what you drop. For y'all artists out there, bruh, do not feed into the fans. If it's fans that actually respect and love you and that's there for you, yeah. But the ones that's just popping up just to see what you got going on, like a blank page on social media, don't feed into that, man, because they just here for the moment. They don't really care.
Brother, niggas was not split. It was straight hate. I have not met a single person who likes his album. I don't know nobody who can sit down and say, yes, this is a good album. This is a good album from Uzi. Dead ass. Out of every single one of his albums, this is his worst one. This album is worse than his first album. That shouldn't even make sense. Like,
I gotta go back and check out
project
EA
ever
too, man.
on streaming
Is it
services
that bad for
is
real?
better than that. Listen to this album. Did you hear the songs on this album?
Where do you find joy in the music making process these days?
The reaction. I like 50-50. I don't like when everyone says it's good. I feel like it's gonna die out fast. If it's good for the jump, I promise you it's annoying.
Why though?
Because it took no effort for your brain to calculate that.
See, Uzi gonna be, in my personal opinion, even though y'all saying Uzi might be falling off or whatever the case may be, Uzi is gonna be okay because he understands that everything ain't for everybody. Matter of fact, everything I've been saying in this video, Uzi understands that. And he takes it and he put it into his craft. And that right there, my friends, is somebody that's going to be around for a long time, whether you like it or not. Because he know what he's capable of and he know what he's not capable of. You know how many times, bro, I done sat right here and I didn't want to do it, versus how many times I sat right here and I actually, bro, I don't even want to go to sleep. I want to keep going and 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 keep going. That's a different type of passion and hunger right here. And pay attention to the fact that how I just said, I don't even want to do reactions, but I have a passion to keep going. I'm unstoppable, nigga. Can't nobody stop me but the man upstairs. Bro, once you had that type of mentality right there and you know what you capable of and you don't let nobody get in your head, I mean nobody, you good. Not even the supporters can get in this nigga head.
That thing was like that song right there was amazing. To be honest, as a listener, right, you definitely know your taste of music.
For sure.
And it's not all fans, because there's fans that's very talented. But it's some fans
I ain't gonna lie to another thing too, for any of my creators out here that's watching this. Learn how to take criticism, man. Learn how to take criticism. Please learn how to take criticism. Not everybody is gonna agree with you. Not everybody is gonna disagree with you. Now, for the ones that's not gonna disagree with you, how we were saying with that whole yes man, you gotta watch out for some of them, because some of them just gonna be yes man just to get their hand in the pot, and they gonna be like, man, I know that shit is ass, but I'm not gonna tell him or her that. I'm gonna tell them it's good, because I'm around, so I'm gonna get whatever gonna come with that. You gotta cut them off, man. Be willing to have some people in the room that's gonna tell you this ain't it, bro. Let that be genuine though. Don't let them just be telling you it ain't it because they hating. You gotta get them away from you too. If it ain't genuine and it ain't passionate, I don't want to hear it. But learn how to take criticism though.
Don't care about that. They care about enjoying the music, right, and not making it. But let's just say you're a fan that don't make music. So you telling me that your brain calculated that this song is that amazing in that 2.2 seconds. I like those times when it's 50-50. Your fan base.
That's why I was saying I'm a music head, because when I'm listening to music, I don't automatically think
but nobody
this gonna be good.
Galaxy
bad
Gas
within
music
5
was
seconds
straight
listening.
ass. Almost everyone agrees. And the thing
I like
is,
to critique
with
the
Uzi,
music.
he's not a bad artist. He got potential to be where he once was in rap. It's just something with his latest music drops that ain't sitting right with people. And then just to add on top of everything, the first week sale predictions came out. And this goes right back to that tweet I just read where he said the Galaxy Gas music trash and everyone agrees. Well, Uzi's selling 60K first week. And if people enjoy the music, the replay value will go up. More people will listen to the music. But he's selling 60K first week, and that is crazy for Uzi. If we go back through his first week sales and look at everything else he done dropped, this is bad. 2017, Love Is Raised 2. Uzi sold 135K first.
I'm gonna tell y'all another thing too. I think just because I'm a little older and I was around before the whole streaming game and the physical copy game, bruh. Back then when they had physical copies, that was a different type of movement than the streaming game. Streaming game a little different because you got to stream it. Back then, you just had a CD that you go physical buy. That's a little different. The numbers is already counted up once I done bought this disc. It don't go off of how many times it's gonna hop up in my CD player or my tape deck or whatever the case may be. It count as when niggas will go buy this disc from the store. Now you gotta go off the stream. You gotta listen to the whole song. It's just like YouTube, bro. I can tell when y'all niggas not watching my whole video or whatever the case may be, and my whole thing go off of that. It go off of whether I'm getting paid for this or that. That's why I say the streaming game is trash. Streaming game is trash. And me being an actual musical fan that I am, that's why I don't go off streams. I just go off music. I go off my personal musical taste of the artist. I don't go off how many albums I honestly could care less how many albums they selling. If I like the album, I like the album. If I don't, I don't. It ain't none of my business how much money you bring in. But like, I don't know, bro. I guess things are a little different now, bro, because you got everything platformed on social media. So it's like, niggas really be that invested to be like, oh my gosh, Uzi only sold 6,000 copies. He done fell off. Like, I don't give a damn that much. Was the album good or not? That's my take. I don't give a damn what he bring it home. That ain't my business.
Eternally
give me no dollar.
288,000 copies first week. Baby X, Baby Pluto, and the Future
Y'all
Tape
gotta
sold
stop being
105,000 copies
these
first week.
celebrities,
Pink
man.
Tape sold 167,000 first week. So if we looking at it, he dropped 100,000 in sales in 1 year. This Lil Uzi Vert we're talking about, this is not some random man. This is a man that had one of the biggest songs on the planet at one point with EXO Tour. And all I can say is this is just bad music, because if Uzi would have came out and he would have dropped a solid body of work, if he would have dropped some good music, guess what? He would have sold 100K plus. But niggas listened to this album one time, realized it was garbage, and didn't play it no more. I don't think I would play this album again. And I told you, I enjoy Uzi music, but I don't think I can play this album again. I was in the car one day, I tried to play the album, and I deadass was sitting there listening to it thinking, what am I hearing? Like, what am I listening to? What I can say is this might be a rush spot in Uzi's career, but his career far from over. If he locks in and start dropping good music again, who knows what can happen in his career. And click the video on screen if you want to hear anything else about Uzi.
See, man, what's his name? What's Buddy name, bro? What's Buddy? I'm about to give him a little shout out, man. Oh, what's his name? Get Like Prince. Get Like Prince, bro. I like your opinion on this. We're gonna hit that like button too. I like your opinion because you simply just said, even though there's a video about Uzi falling off, you simply just said Uzi far from falling off. I like that, bro. I like that. And you gave your own personal opinion. You didn't really go off what everybody else. Look, moral of the story is, if you're doing something, put your all into it. Drop what you want to drop. If it don't hit, it's cool. It's always gonna be a miss. Find your one hit and just keep going off your hit. Don't ever dumb yourself down though to get that hit. Don't never.